Hey, welcome to everyone. This is Satyam Pathak. Today we will talk about tall buildings and the software used for its analysis. So first we need to learn about tall buildings. That is definition of tall buildings. What is tall buildings? How it is defined? What are skyscrapers, mega tall building and super tall building? So there is no definite definition of it. Firstly, it is important to consider the urban context of the building. If a 10-story building is surrounded by high-rise buildings of 20 story, then it may not be considered particularly tall. However, if a 10-story building is in suburban area that is predominantly low-rise, it would be considered to be tall. So definition of tall buildings will vary from place to place. The Council of Tall Buildings and Urban Habitat, that is CTBUH, defines a super tall building as one that is more than 300 meter and mega tall building as exceeding 600 meter. The more general term, a skyscraper, refers to tall, continuously habitable building of 40 floors or more. Now we will learn about the characteristic of tall buildings. Tall buildings are characterized as: first, single function, in which 85% used for a particular function. Second is mixed use, in which different parts of building is used for different purposes. Third is building versus tower, in which greater than 50% of height for usable floor area. And fourth is co-joined building, in which 50% of one building is joined with other buildings. Now we will learn about why we need tall buildings. As we know, population is increasing day by day and urbanization is growing day by day. So we need tall buildings. What are the demands of tall buildings? First, a scarcity of land in urban areas. Second is increasing demand for business and residential spaces. Third is technological advancement and innovation in structural design. Fourth is cultural significance and prestige. Fifth is human aspiration to build higher and higher. Now we will learn about the software used in building design. As human is aspired to build higher and higher, so building must be safely designed. So we need software to analyze and design safely. So what are advantages of using software? So we can say that advantages of softwares are: it is most efficient, it has greater flexibility, fewer flaws, it is time saving, and it gives peace of mind. Now we will learn about major features of softwares. So what are major features of software? It makes a model of a structure. It assigns loads and run a structural analysis, view analysis result and perform a structural design, check required reinforcement, run design check and generate reinforcement detailing diagrams. So what are the software used in our course? The major software used in our course are ETABS and SAP 2000. That is ETABS for building analysis and design and SAP 2000 for individual frame analysis and design. Similar interface and analysis engines developed by Computers and Structure Inc. America. Other options for analysis are StatPro, RISA 3D and SkyCV 3D. So basically, why use SAP 2000 and ETABS? So we can say that we use software SAP 2000 and ETABS because it gives better design processor, comprehensive provision for IS code for design. It requires low disk space comparatively. Fourth, material properties are properly considered during calculation. It is used by top design firms in industry. It has evaluation version. Now we will learn how to install ETABS and SAP 2000. So go to Google and type www.csiamerica.com. Step 2, select ETABS from there and click request evaluation button from there. Fill up the contact information. You will get an email from Computer and Structure Inc. dot open. Now open it and click on download file. Click on setup file. Your software is installed. So basically my project was to design a tall building using SAP 2000 and eTabs. It was provided by the Skyfi Labs online courses. In my project, I learned about the various analysis and design of tall buildings. I came to know across how to do initial settings in eTabs and SAP 2000. I learned how to define the geometry of the structure, material and defining the sections of material, how to draw beams and columns using defined properties earlier. I also learned about applying the loads and finally analysis. I came to know about static and dynamic analysis. In dynamic analysis, I learned about the time history analysis and response spectrum analysis. I also learned about the vortex shading and wind load application, and also learned about how to apply seismic loads on the tall buildings using the softwares, and finally learned how to analyze and design the building using the using the IS code. I will show you steps of project how to draw concrete beam and drawing and load application, and I will also show you the steps of drawing and designing and analyzing the tall buildings. Thank you. So basically my exercise was to design a concrete beam having M30 concrete grade Fe4 115 longitudinal bars, Fe250 confinement bars and 300 by 300 mm cross section. Uniform load of 5 kilonewton per meter was applied, and dead load of the beam was also considered. So these are the steps shown to you how it was analyzed. There are 3 steps showing here, and now I am showing another steps. So these are the steps for drawing and analyzing the concrete beam. This was the complete analysis of a concrete beam. And the complex beam analysis and design 2 steps are: for complex beam, the question was given was M25 grade HYSD longitudinal 415 mild 250 confinement bars. Beam section was 400 mm into 300 mm. Load type was dead load. So these are the steps shown here. You can see in these pages. These are the steps. And finally the analysis and design steps are there. Now I will show about the tall buildings, how it was designed and analyzed. So you can see here the frame analysis and design parts. The frame was given Fe345 grade steel. Steel section was ISMB 100, ISMB 125, 150, 175 and 200. Load type was dead load. So this was my project, and you can show the steps here. You can do analysis on softwares. You can see here. These are the steps. Design steps here. Final. Finally, I am going to show loads on the building and the modeling of a tall building. You can see there are different types of loads: straining loads, special loads, and loads on tall buildings are dead load, live load, hydrostatic loads. See there are loads shown here. Now you can see the different loads and the IS codes for the different loads. Now finally our final project is here, is a modeling of a building. This was the question and this is the figure. So I am going to show you the steps I can't show you on software because my computer is not good. So these are the steps shown here. You can see here how to define materials, define column beam sections, how to open and do. Here is given initial settings, finally defining slab, drawing the column. Here are the steps. Every steps is clearly mentioned. There are application of loads, dead loads, dive loads, drying slab, etc. These are the steps. And finally analysis and design. How to design tall buildings and how to analyze and design tall buildings. So this was my project. So you can see here. Thank you.